Hello there, welcome to the continuation of our JavaScript tutorial. In today's video, we're gonna be looking at JavaScript Booleans. Now, a JavaScript Booleans represent one of two values. So it's a kind of variable that can only represent one of two values. In essence, you can only store maybe a true in it, or you store a false in it. So we call them booleans. Very often in programming, you will need a data that represents yes, no, on or off, true or false. So that's the reason for the creation of the JavaScript Boolean data type. Now, how do you create a Boolean? You can use the Boolean function. For example, you say Boolean 10 greater than 9. Now, mind you, 10 greater than 9 here is regarded as a Boolean expression because the result is a Boolean value. So the result can either be a true or a false. So Boolean expressions are always like a question. For example, saying is 10 greater than 9? So it's either yes, it is, or no, it's not, or true, it is, or false, it's not. So, for example, now, when you say Boolean 10 greater than 9, of course 10 is greater than 9, so the answer will be what? True. If I had changed 10 to 8 and I say Boolean 8 greater than 9, the answer will be false. Now, the reason why you can't see the false is because false is 0, so it can't show it. But let's do something like this and see if we can get it. Let's say the string. We still don't get it. Okay. So because it's false, you cannot see the 0. So the answer is actually 0. Oh, it's false. Oh, I have not clicked it. Sorry. Okay, so now to even make it easier, instead of using the Boolean function, if you write your comparison or your Boolean expression like this, JavaScript is still going to understand it. For example, you say 10 greater than 9. So try it true. Okay, I'm gonna change 10 to 8 now. I say run it, and I say try it again, false. So it's still what? JavaScript is still gonna what? Understand it, even when you don't use the Boolean function. Comparisons and conditions. So now, what are the various operators that you can use to what? To compare and generate a Boolean value. For example, we already look at greater than. Other operators include the less than, the equal to. So when you want to ask like is A and B equal, you say A, then you now write double equal to, and then you now write the other B. For example, now I can say I can edit this, double equal to like this. Of course the answer is false because 8 and 9 are not equal. But if I say 9 equal to 9, of course it is true because 9 equals 9. So everything with a value is true in as much as Boolean is concerned. So for example, you say Boolean 100, the answer definitely is true. So everything with a value is true. I'm gonna close all this, try it, editor. Good. Everything without a value is false. Yeah, for example, when you say x is equals to 0, of course 0 is false, and so boolean x will definitely return a false. Boolean minus 0 is false as well. Okay. Boolean empty is false. Boolean undefined is false. Boolean null is false. Boolean value of false is false as well. Boolean none is as well false. Boolean can be objects, yes, when you use the new keyword. But again, we must be discouraged from creating a Boolean this way using the new keyword. So if you say type of this, it returns a Boolean, but if you say type of Y, it returns an object because you used the new keyword to create the Boolean value. So do not create Boolean object. It slows down execution speed. The new keyword complicates the code. This can produce some unexpected results. When using the equality operator, so for example, when you say x is equals to false, that's a Boolean literal. Y is equals to new Boolean false, that is a Boolean object. X equal Y is true because X and Y have equal value. Yeah. But when you use a triple equality sign, you're gonna get false because they are of different types. So this triple equality sign operator now means that the variables you are comparing, X and Y, should be equal in value and type, right? So they are equal in value. X is true, is false, Y is false. But in type, they are different because X is Boolean, but Y is object. So they are different. So when you want to enforce that two variables should be equal in value and data type, then you use the triple equality operator. So, but when you look at this, both objects, if you use triple equality operator, they're gonna be the same. So, but however, look at this. It says x new Boolean, y new Boolean. Both objects say x equal y is false because objects cannot be compared to one another. Good. Now let's go to comparison and logical operators. Because comparison and logical operators are what produces a Boolean value. The comparison operators include the double equal to, the triple equal to, which is equal in value and equal in type, the not equal to. So if I say 5 not equal to 5 is gonna return a false because 5 is actually equal to 5. Then not equal in value and not equal in type, right? Then we have the greater than, we have the less than, the greater than or equal to, and the less than or equal to. So for example now, the comparison operators can be used in a conditional statement. So comparison operators can be used in conditional statement to compare values and take action depending on the result. For example, look at this expression here now, this statement. This is what you call an if statement. Now, an if statement is a conditional statement. We say it's a conditional statement because it helps you to take an action based on the result. For example, now you say if, bracket open, age less than 18, bracket close, text, too young. Now, if age is actually less than 18, then the text will become too young. If it is true that age is less than 18, if this expression results to a true, then the text will be executed. Otherwise, text will not be too young. So we're going to learn more of this in the next lesson. Logical operators. Logical operators are used to determine the logic between variables or value. Now, the whole idea of logical operator is that it helps you to compare two Boolean values, to combine them logically. Yeah. For example, we have three major logical operators. There are others. We have the AND, the OR, and the NOT. So now, if you say A AND with B, for example, A AND with B is true if A and B results to a true. Do you understand? Otherwise, it is false. So let's try this one. Now, look at this. We have x to be 6, and we have y to be 3, right? Now, we say document.getElement by id demo, which is this demo here, right? Dot inner HTML equal, then we say x less than 10 and y greater than 1. That's true, right? 6 is less than 10. True? True. 3 is greater than 1. True? True. So, this left-hand expression results to a true, and the right-hand expression results to a true. So true and true, the answer is true. So when you have the AND operator, if both right and left hand side of the AND operator are true, then it results with true. But if one of them results with false, then even if the other is true, the answer is always false. So for example, if you look at this second expression here, it says x less than 10, y less than 1. X is what? 6, yeah. 6 less than 10, true. Y is what? 3, yeah. 3 less than 1, of course, that is false. So for this one to be false alone makes the entire results to become false. That's the AND gate. That's how the AND gate behaves. Once one of its either one in the right hand side or the left hand side is false, or both of them are false, the end result is false. Then we have the OR. The OR becomes false if and only if both of the right and the left hand side is false. Otherwise, it's always true. So if I have both of the right and the left hand side true, the answer will be true. If at least one of them is true, then the answer will be what? True. The only time it gives us a false is if both hands are false. So let's look at this. X is what? 6, yeah. Y is 3. 6 equal to 5? Of course 6 is not equal to 5. Y equal to 5? Of course y is not equal to 5. So both hand sides false, false. The answer is false. Okay, now look at this. X equal to 6? Yes. Y equal to 0? False. So true or with false, you're gonna get true because at least one of its left hand side is now true. X equal to 0? False. Y equal to 3? True. Of course you get it true because at least one of its right hand side is true. The left hand side is false, so you still get it true, right? X equal to 6? True. Y equal to 3? All true. So both the left and the right are true. You still get a true. So that's how the OR logical operator works. You're gonna see this practically. The not is the negation. If you give the not a true, it gives you a false. You give it a false, it gives you a true. So it just changes the opposite of what it's given. So look at this. X triple equal to y. Is that true? Nope, that's definitely false. So not is gonna change it to true for you. So we call it negation. So the not operator just negates, it just gives you the opposite of the expression of the result. So 6 is not equal to y in value, and it's equal to y in what? In data type. Both integer, yes, but in value they are not. So the end result of this expression is what? Is false. So therefore not is gonna change it to what? To true. Now look at this. Is x greater than y? Of course that's true, right? Then not is gonna change it to what? To false. So that's the not operator. Then we have the trinary condition trinary. So JavaScript also contains a condition operator that assigns a value to a variable based on some condition. Yeah, this is like a shorthand of the if statement, a simple if statement. So this variable name is equal to condition, then you follow with what? The trinary operator, which is question mark. Then you have two values, value 1 column, value 2. Now if the condition results to a true, then value 1 is stored in the variable. If the condition results to a false, value 2 is stored in the variable. So look at this. Var votable is equals to age less than 18. If it is true, tell him you are too young. If it is false, that means the age is now greater than 18. Tell him old enough. Okay. Comparing different data type. So for example, here we're comparing 2 less than 12, the same data type. 2 less than 12 as a string, true. 2 less than John, false. 2 greater than John, false, because it obviously will not be able to resolve John, but it's possible it resolves a 12. So 2 less than 2, false. 2 less than 12, false. 2 greater than 12, of course. 2 greater than 12, true. So it's actually the opposite way then. Then 2 equal to 12, false. When comparing two strings, 2 will be greater than 12 because it compares only the first number, the first letter, compares alphabetically. So to secure a proper result, variable should be converted to proper type before comparing, right? So for example, age number, if it's non-age variable, input is not a number, else then you can now compare. Okay, so this brings us to the ends of Boolean and comparison operators, the Boolean data type, and then comparison operators. So in the next video, we're gonna be looking at conditions, the if statement and the switch statement. They're all conditional statements in JavaScript. So we're gonna be learning them in the next lesson. See you in the next video.